This is LJ from New York Times Square. Again, this place is absolutely amazing. We're gonna have Bobby V on Heartbeat Radio tomorrow. Heartbeat Radio with, of course, legendary host Bruce Hart. Always a great show on Heartbeat Radio. You just never know who's gonna call in. You know, we've had how many WWE Hall of Famers call in to Heartbeat Radio. Always amazing time. Never miss a show. Heartbeat Radio. You know this New York Times Square here. This is absolutely amazing place. You know, LJ's thinking of buying some real estate down here and having a grand time here in the Big Apple. And it's, of course, Wrestlemania weekend. It's going to be a grand time. You're going to have all the superstars, WWE. It's just going to be amazing. Right here in New York, the Big Apple, baby.
You've been hanging out with quite a few of those WWE guys like Seth Rollins and have you bumped into the Brock Lesnar? Have you seen him?
Oh yeah, you know Brock. You know, great guy. You know, he's always.
Yourself.
Oh, you know, when he's with LJ, it's always first class all the way. You know, and it's we don't spare any expense. You know, especially being in the Big Apple. All things to do. It's an amazing place. Times Square. You know.
Yeah, get a chance to talk to Vince McMahon and Hunter.
Yeah, Vinny, you know, he's busy getting ready for his show for Sunday. You know, they've got the Hall of Fame tomorrow night. You know, and it's just...
Hall of Fame, that's at the Barclays Center.
That's at the Barclays Center. Barclays Center tomorrow for the Hall of Fame. Alright, this is LJ. I'm here at New York Times Square, the Big Apple. This place is just absolutely amazing. We got Wrestlemania happening this weekend. You got all these beautiful fans from all over the world right here in the Big Apple, baby. And LJ, this is just... Oh, LJ's so impressed with New York. You know, I'm thinking of buying some real estate here. This is the highest real estate of the world. This is where LJ should be. And these people are absolutely amazing. Look at this. What do we got here?
That's the...
this is just absolutely
right in the middle of
unbelievable, you know.
Right in the middle of Times Square, New York City, Heartbeat Radio Live for WrestleMania weekend. So I understand you saw Brock Lesnar and a few of the WWE superstars down here. Bret Hart, you've been hanging out with some of the boys down here?
Well, you know, LJ's in the movie with Bret the Hitman Hart, you know, Legend of the People's Team, or Tales from the Dead Zone, and it's just, you know, the boys are always great to work with, and you know, you just never know. You know, you can have Vinny maybe walk down here, Times Square, Steph, Hunter. You just never know who's going to be down here.
So you're enjoying? Are you going to be going to the Hall of Fame tomorrow night at the WWE Hall of Fame?
LJ is going to be at the Hall of Fame, and then he's going to be at the show on Sunday. It's just going to be absolutely, you know, make sure you get your tickets so you can actually watch the grand show of WrestleMania.
Yeah,
it's always something to see, you know, and to be in there in person.
Yeah, shout out here to Brian, Franklin Lee, Phillips. We got people from all over the planet here on Heartbeat Radio listening to the WrestleMania 35 edition of Heartbeat Radio. And you're going to see, I understand you and Bobby V, the King and Queens, will be on Heartbeat Radio tomorrow afternoon, live from right here in New York City.
That's right, Bobby V and LJ, you know, are going to be throughout New York City, the big city, the Big Apple, and it's just going to be absolutely amazing. You would just never know who we're going to run into. This is New York, and again, we don't know who we're going to run into down here.
That's fantastic. So reminding you tomorrow afternoon, right here live from New York City at Heartbeat Radio, and we're to the WWE, and you're going to see a lot more WWE with LJ. And welcome down here to the Big Apple, LJ himself.
Thank you. This is LJ down here at New York Times Square, over here at the Hard Rock Cafe. You know, we're going to be partying it up with the WWE superstars. You know, we got Ronda Rousey. You know, we've got Brock Lesnar. The Hitman. It's just going to be a grand party in here at the Hard Rock Cafe right here in Times Square, New York, at the Big Apple.
So we got from England, Mark Billington. Welcome to Heartbeat Radio. Mark Billington. And
you know, when LJ's in New York, this is where we're going to be doing the partying here. You know, this is one of our stops. You know, the WWE superstars, this is where they like to come. This is where it's right here, baby, right in the Big Apple. Right here.
Are you enjoying the trip down
Cafe.
here to the Big Apple for WrestleMania weekend, LJ? Right here on Heartbeat Radio, live from New York. LJ, you're all set for you're going to meet many of the stars. I understand you'll be hanging out with many of the stars tonight here at the Hard Rock Cafe, shaking before the wrestling event. Is that right?
Well, LJ will be here. You know, we're going to be having a party, like I said, here at the Hard Rock Cafe, right here in Times Square, New York, the Big Apple. This is where we're going to have it right here. One of our parties. You got to come down here and enjoy this place. It's just one of the stops in New York in the Big Apple.
Okay, you're going to see. So if you're anybody down here on Heartbeat Radio, if you're in New York City tonight, you want to hang out with the WWE and LJ's hanging out with half of the WWE stars. And we understand they're going to be right here in Times Square at the Hard Rock Cafe. All those WWE stars are here. The Hitman, Bret Hart will be with LJ, and all your friends, Ronda Rousey, Brock Lesnar, all your friends will be down here at the Hard Rock Cafe. LJ, is this correct?
That's where it's going to happen. One of our stops, you know, with the WWE superstars. You know, we're going to be at the Hard Rock Cafe. You know, come down, you know, buy LJ a drink. You know, I'll do some signings. You want my picture? You know, it's always great for the fans to come on down and enjoy themselves. Without the fans, we won't be here.
And then, so you'll be signing autographs, taking pictures, a photo op with various superstars and the WWE superstars right here at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Of course.
And I understand tomorrow afternoon, right on Heartbeat Radio Live, you and Bobby V, the King and Queens, will be live tomorrow afternoon on Heartbeat Radio. Is this correct?
That's right, LJ and Bobby V, you know, King of Queens, you know, he's right from New York, the Big Apple. LJ, Bobby, we're going to be throughout New York, and it's just going to be an amazing time.
Okay. Any big shout out to anybody? I understand you're going to be hooking up with Andrew Anderson this afternoon and a few of them Hollywood at the WrestleCon down at the Hilton. That's the big. Are you going to be over there this afternoon, LJ?
Yes, LJ is going to be stopping by, you know, the Hilton, and you know, we're going to have some meetings, and you know, it's just going to be a great time. You know, this is a Wrestlemania 35 weekend.
Andrew Anderson is looking forward to seeing you with Greg the Hammer Valentine, your old buddy. Several of your friends down there at the WrestleCon this afternoon, LJ.
Yeah, you know, Greg the Hammer Valentine knows great friends with LJ, and it's always great to party with the boys. Again, you know, we're going to be down here at the Hard Rock Cafe in the Big Apple of New York.
Okay, so we're going to wander over now. I understand we're going to Madison Square Garden for another edition of Heartbeat Radio. LJ, thanks for joining us this afternoon right here live. Part of the WrestleMania weekend here in New York City. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, LJ here, down here at the famous Madison Square Garden for WrestleMania 33 years ago. This is where it all started, baby. For the WrestleMania, unbelievable place. Lots of history here. LJ's down here in New York, the Big Apple, an amazing place. As you can see behind me, Madison Square Garden. Unbelievable.
We understand that you bumped into your old friend, the Hitman Bret Hart. You're going to be seeing him tomorrow night at the Hall of Fame in the Barclays Center. Is this correct, LJ?
I'm going to be seeing the Hitman Bret. You know, I'm in a movie with Bret the Hitman Hart. You know, Tales from the Dead Zone. You know, LJ's very busy. In 2 weeks, he's going to
Cauliflower
Alley in Las Vegas.
There's Brian Blair, your old buddy Brian Blair. I think we might see Brian Blair down here in New York today. We're going to be seeing him at the Cauliflower Alley Club in Las Vegas.
You know, Brian, you know, he's the president of CAC, Cauliflower Alley. You know, every year they have a unbelievable event. You know, you don't want to miss that. You know, it's you've got the superstars down there, you got the legends. You know, of course, down here I'm in front of the Madison Square Garden. This is where it all started with the WWE, WrestleMania. Lots of history here. Of course, this weekend we've got WrestleMania 35. Unbelievable, just unreal.
We understand that you ran into the Hitman Bret Hart and Brock Lesnar yesterday. Is this correct?
Oh, you know Brock, you know the big boy he is. You know, the big superstar of the WWE. You know, you got Ronda Rousey. Just unreal. You know, the show on Sunday is just going to be absolutely amazing. You know, you want to get your tickets. It's always the biggest show on earth. Every year, Wrestlemania. This is where it started. Wrestlemania, the first time, Madison Square Garden.
This is the home of the New York Rangers, the NHL. They got some of the greatest acts in the history of sports right here at Madison Square Garden in New York City. LJ, I understand you're going to be, after College Valley Club, you're heading to the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in Wichita Falls, Texas with Johnny Mantell.
You know, LJ's going to try to make an appearance, of course, down in Texas for the Hall of Fame. You've got Owen Hart going to be inducted, Abdul the Butcher, you know, and the rest of the legends. It's always a good time to be at these Hall of Fames.
Big shout out here to Chris Monaco. Thanks to Chris. Les, we're here. Great to see you. Franklin Lee from Texas. We'll keep watching. We're going to be shooting throughout the weekend. I understand tomorrow afternoon, right here on Heartbeat Radio, LJ will be appearing with the King of Queens, Bobby V, for the Heartbeat Radio tomorrow afternoon with Bruce.
Yes, LJ is going to be, of course, Bobby, you know, the King of Queens. You know, it's from New York, the Big Apple. You know, LJ is going to be in New York, you know, and we're going to have just an amazing time on HBU, as we always do, right here in the Big Apple, New York, baby.
That's right. So, I understand you and Vince McMahon, you met Vince, you met Hunter, you've been hanging out with all the big stars in WWE, and the Hitman is looking forward to seeing him get inducted at the Hall of Fame tomorrow at the Barclays Center.
Well, this is going to be the Hitman, you know, Brett's second time. You know, he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame with Jim the Anvil Neidhart, you know, and with the Hart Foundation, you know, the greatest tag team. Congratulations to the Hitman Brett, and of course the late Jimmy. We miss him so much. You know, that's going to happen tomorrow night at the Barclays Center, right here in New York, in the Big Apple.
And I've got a big shout out here from Franklin Lee down in Texas. We're watching this thing live from Texas in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. He said enjoy WrestleMania. So you're going to be hanging out with Brock Lesnar tomorrow afternoon. And later today you're hanging out with the Hitman, Bret Hart, and all the stars of the World Wrestling Entertainment. Is that correct?
That's correct. And it's always great times to be hanging around the superstars. And of course, you know, again, this is where it all started with WrestleMania right here at Madison Square Garden.
Okay, LJ, thanks for coming on Heartbeat Radio here live from WrestleMania. We will see you and say a big shout out to Brock Lesnar. When you see him tomorrow at WrestleMania Sunday, I guess you'll be hooking up with Brock Lesnar on Sunday and Ronda.
Oh yes,
right
you
here
know,
in New York City.
Brock and Ronda, you know, and the rest of the superstars. You know, it's always a great time, especially when we're down here in New York in the Big Apple.
Okay, that's LJ live, Heartbeat Radio, worldwide from the great big city of New York City, part of WrestleMania weekend, and have fun with the boys and girls down at the stars of the WWE. LJ.
Well, LJ's down here in New York at the Big Apple at WrestleCon 2019. Unbelievable. We got stars here. We got unbelievable merchandise. You know, you got to get down here, check this out. You know, it happens once a year. This is WrestleMania weekend. You got all the superstars here, right here in the Big Apple. LJ's bought 3 tables already, no expense. You got to be down here, WrestleCon 2019.
And I understand you bumped into my old friend Jimmy Valiant downstairs, and Magnum TA, several guys, Drew Anderson, and Harry Smith, Brian Coleman Jr., and of course Teddy Hart. Many stars right here. Pretty excited about seeing those guys.
Well, you know, it's always nice to see the, you know, the sons of the legends and, you know, upcoming superstars, you know, right here at WrestleCon 2019. It's just amazing. You got to get down here to the Big Apple and experience this for yourself.
Did you see any talent you might want to get under the stable, one of your stables, kicking back to parts of Northern up in Canada. I see you.
Well, you know, LJ, like I say, he's down here in New York. You know, I'm always keeping my eye open. You know, I always want to recruit, you know, the boys, you know, to come with LJ. LJ will always look after his stable. And, you know, LJ, no expense. I'm always keeping my eyes open for good talent. But LJ, I'll tell you this right now, LJ will only manage, I only manage winners. I don't manage losers.
One thing you said that you will take care of business when you're down here in New York, Las Vegas at the Cauliflower Alley Club, the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, wherever LJ shows up, you're going to take care of business. Is that correct, LJ?
That's right. LJ always takes care of business. While I'm down here in New York, I just never know who I'm going to be signing, you know, bringing onto my stable. I only hire superstars, and if they don't work out, well, you know what happens. They're gone.
I understand that you bumped into El Casino this afternoon over in out on the street.
Well, you know, Al, you know, he's of course from New York here. You know, always great to run into buddies, you know, with the Hollywood actors. Actually, LJ's an actor. You know, I do some acting too on the side. You know, I'm in a movie with Bret the Hitman Hart. You know, the movie's Tales from the Dead Zone. You know, just amazing stuff. LJ's always busy, you know, especially when I'm at these cons, you know, with the superstars, and right here in the Big Apple of New York.
Okay, well, again, I understand too, LJ, you and Bobby V, King of Queens, will be part of the Wrestlemania Heartbeat Radio with Bruce Hart tomorrow afternoon. Is that correct?
That's right. LJ is going to be throughout New York. We're going to be doing some great interviews. We never know who we're going to run into. You know, you can run into Ronda Rousey, you know, Brock Lesnar, Bret the Hitman. We just never know who's going to come by. Maybe when we get, you know, might even see Vinny, Steph, or even Hunter. It's always a grand weekend for WrestleMania.
As you say, you're taking care of business. You don't mess with him. I understand you bought 3 tables of merchandise today, and that's really great, supporting the WrestleCon here at the Hilton Hotel, downtown, midtown, right in the heart of New York City. LJ.
That's right. LJ always takes care of business.
And after this, we will see you at Cauliflower Alley Club. Your old friend Brian Blair, I'm sure, is looking forward. I understand your other old friend, Herb Simmons. You told me that you were planning to go and see Herb Simmons up in St. Louis one of these days.
Yeah, LJ will be heading up to St. Louis here, maybe within a year or so. You know, I'm going to Vegas here for CAC. That's going to be happening here in about 2 weeks or so. So, you know, I never know who I'm going to be running into. And of course, I'm going to be trying to get down to Texas because, you know, they got the Hall of Fame down there, Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. They're inducting Owen Hart and Abdul the Butcher.
That's great.
My good friend Abby, you know.
Abby, he's one of the greats. Again, this is LJ, and you've seen him in the movie with Bret Hart. Fans are going to be able to see that. There's also another great show, 350 Days. Oscar, hey, is that your old friend Oscar? You see Oscar, Man on a Mission.
Oh yeah, you got Oscar, Man on a Mission over here.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Teddy Hart over here, Harry Smith, Brian Pillman Jr. You know, you got all the stars down here. WrestleCon 2019. And of course, LJ's in the house.
Okay, LJ. Great to see you. Great to be here and part of WrestleMania weekend, right here at the WrestleCon, New York City, Hilton Hotel. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon. We're going to be probably talking to you later today at another location in New York. And I understand you'll be all through New York, the Hall of Fame. We're over at Madison Square Garden. So we'll see you then. Okay. Thank you, LJ.
Goodbye.
The WrestleCon in the Hilton Hotel, I got LJ and one of the great newcomers, Brian Pillman Jr.
That's me.
Welcome here to the WrestleCon Heartbeat Radio, LJ. You got one of the best with you right now.
This is LJ here. I'm down here at WrestleCon 2019. We got Mr. Brian Pillman Jr.
Don't forget the junior.
That's right, don't forget the Junior. He's got his merchandise down here. Come on down to WrestleCon. 2019 New York, the Big Apple, baby.
The Big Apple.
So I understand, LJ, that you've met a few of your friends here, Teddy Hart is behind us, and we're having a good time down here. We've been through
The New Hart Foundation. Brian Pillman Jr., Teddy Hart, and Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Davey Boy
Right here, you know.
I understand he's getting ready for his match, so we'll hope to have one for a while.
You bet. You know, the New Hart Foundation here, an amazing. It's right down here, WrestleCon, again, 2019, right here in New York. Unbelievable place. Come on down, buy your merchandise. Meet the stars.
You've got some of the merchandise right here, LJ. Which would you recommend down here for the... Got some beautiful, look, check that shirt.
I buy the whole table, you know. No expense, no expense.
No expense for LJ. Good, LJ. Great to have you here.